Imagine this for a moment. You have an appointment with a billionaire. He wants to hand you a check worth $1 million. But there is one condition. You must arrive on time. Would you be late? Of course not. You would probably arrive an hour early. You would wear your best clothes, prepare yourself carefully, and nothing in the world would be allowed to stop you. But there is another meeting, a meeting that can truly make you wealthy. This meeting is with the person who can actually change your life. Yet somehow, when that meeting is with yourself, you don't wake up on time. You hit the snooze button again and again. You say, "I'll start tomorrow," and tomorrow never really comes. Now, let's see how one person finally understood the value of time and how it completely changed her life. There was a young girl named Ayesha. Ayesha was just like many other young people. She had a kind heart and big dreams, but she was trapped in a cycle that slowly destroyed those dreams. Every morning her alarm rang. She woke up and went to work on time. But it was a job she did only because she had to, not because she loved it. In reality, she was selling her most valuable asset, her time, for a very cheap price. When Ayesha returned home from work, she barely had the energy to think. She would collapse onto the sofa and scroll through her phone, watching other people live the life she once dreamed of. And every day she told herself the most dangerous lie in the world. "I don't have time right now, but one day I will be ready." But one day is a sentence that is never completed. Years passed like leaves flying in the wind. Ayesha's hair slowly turned gray, but her bank account stayed empty. She wasn't exactly failing, but she wasn't moving forward either. She was simply waiting. One rainy afternoon, Ayesha sat alone on a bench in the park. Her head was buried in her hands. The weight of regret sat heavily on her shoulders. An old woman walked up and sat beside her. Her clothes were simple, but there was something powerful about her, a calmness, deep like the ocean. She gently asked, "Child, why are you carrying so much weight on your shoulders?" Ayesha sighed. "I work hard all day. I run around constantly, but I have nothing to show for it. I want to become something in life. I want to be free like a bird, but time keeps slipping through my hands." The old woman smiled softly. It wasn't a mocking smile. It was the smile of wisdom. She took out an old, worn-out leather notebook from her pocket. "Ayesha," she said, "you have the same 24 hours in a day that a king has and the same 24 hours that a billionaire has. The problem is not that you don't have time. The problem is that you are giving your time away for free." She opened the notebook. It wasn't an ordinary to-do list. There were no tasks like buy milk or send email to the boss. Instead, it said, 5 a.m., pay myself first. 8 p.m., build my empire. The old woman continued, "Look at your life. If your boss calls, you respond immediately. If friends invite you out, you go instantly. If the TV calls you, you watch it for hours. You have made all of them kings over your life and turned your own dreams into beggars." Ayesha went silent. The truth hit her harder than the rain falling around them. The old woman closed the notebook and looked directly into Ayesha's eyes. "You are not poor because you don't have money. You are poor because you haven't scheduled a meeting with your future." That night, Ayesha returned home. The TV stayed off. The phone stayed silent. She took a piece of paper and stuck it on the wall. On it, she wrote, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m., meeting with greatness. From that day on, she treated that 1 hour as sacred time. Every evening, she closed the door, sat down on a chair, and started learning. Was it easy? Not at all. The first week felt like a battle. Her brain wanted dopamine. Her body wanted rest. A voice inside whispered, "Skip today, start tomorrow." But Ayesha remembered the old woman's words, "Never miss this meeting." So she fought boredom, she fought tiredness, and slowly something magical started happening. That 1 hour began to pile up like bricks building a castle. 1 hour became 30 hours, 30 hours turned into a new skill. That skill slowly turned into a business, and before long, Ayesha's life began to change. The spark of success appeared in her eyes. She was no longer trapped in the same cycle. She had become the captain of her own soul. My friends, look at your future. Is it only reserved for other people, or is there a small space in it for you as well? We often think building a great business requires a lot of money, but the truth is very different. It starts with just 1 hour. 1 hour where you shut the world out. 1 hour where you build your mind, your body, or your passion. If you want to become wealthy, schedule your time, because if it's not in your calendar, it's not real. Stop waiting for someday. Make an appointment with your future today. Treat your time like gold, and one day it will truly turn into gold. If this story awakened something inside you, share it with someone you care about, and in the comments write, "I am ready," because that will be your first step toward success. And don't forget to subscribe for more powerful stories. See you in the next video.